Good morning, students. In our last class, we have completed the lesson Democratic and Nationalistic Revolutions 17, 18, and 19th centuries. And I hope you all have understood the lesson and also you have started writing the notes of that lesson. So, today we are moving to the new lesson Social Protest Movements. So, if you see in your textbook, social protest movements. Industrialization and the emergency of national states changed the lives of people in very basic ways. It changed the way people worked, their access to necessities of life and dignity, their relationship with their own work and its products, their families and neighborhood. For many people, especially the poor peasants, craftspersons, and industrial workers, it brought an end to dignified and secure life. They were now forced to work in factories with hundreds and thousands of other workers under the control of unsympathetic foremen and managers. They did not have any awareness about what they produced, when and how they worked. The wages were very low and the work was not permanent. This created a lot of dissatisfaction and unhappiness among the people. Things became especially difficult when the factory owners cut down wages, reduced the number of workers, or increased workload on them. So, here the lesson is about the people. So here industrialization and the emergence of nation states change the lives of people in very basic ways. Even now, we don't follow, means when you compare your parents lifestyle with your lifestyle, there is a lot of difference, isn't it? So many things has changed. Even if you see from your childhood, it was different from your childhood to now. There is a lot of differences. Technology has increased a lot. There are so many nowadays everything is done in minutes, isn't it? That is only with the help of the new technology, isn't it? So that is what here the industrialization and the emergency of nation states has changed the lives of people in very basic ways. So how did it change? It changed the way people worked and their access to necessity of life and dignity. So their relationship with their own work and its products, their families and neighborhood. So it changed the way how people has worked and how they access to their necessities and necessities of life and dignity, and also the way their relationship with their own work and its products, and also their family and neighborhood. So for many people, especially for the poor peasants and craftspersons and industrial workers, it brought an end to dignified and secure life. So you know who are peasants, means farmers. Craftsmen means I told you, whoever make uh, handmade crafts like goldsmith, potter, blacksmith, all these come under craftsmen. So they also, and industrial workers, people who used to work in industries, all these people's life has come, means it their dignity, means these people's life has come to an end, means they don't have dignified and secured life. So they were now forced, so these people, they have started to work forcefully in factories with hundreds and thousands of other workers. So even we all know, nowadays agriculture has very less possibility to grow, isn't it? So everyone, people are leaving their life in the village and they are moving to towns and cities to work in factories. Why? As they are unable to invest, or they are unable to get the money how much they have invested in agriculture. So for that thing they are leaving their work and they are moving to towns and cities to work in factories. So even these people also, who craftsmen, peasants and industrial workers, as they don't have any other options, they also forcefully worked in factories with hundreds and thousands of other workers under the control of unsympathetic foremen and managers. Means they don't have any feeling of sympathy towards them. They used to be very harsh. They did not have any awareness about what they produce. These people who were working in the factories, they not even know that what they are producing actually. So when and how they worked also they don't know. So but the wages were very low and the work was not permanent. So this created a lot of dissatisfaction and unhappiness among the people. So things became especially difficult when the factory owners cut down wages. So when the things has become worst, it became very difficult when factory owners has cut down wages and reduced the number of workers or increased the workload on them. So it became very difficult when they have decreased their wages, when they have decreased the workers and they have put the overload on them to do. So it became very difficult for them. In the early decades of industrialization, the new political ideas of French Revolution were also spreading simultaneously. People could take mass actions like protest with the help of movements for liberty, equality and fraternity. These movements helped in the creation of democratic institutions like the French parliamentary assemblies of the 1790s. They also reduced the difficulties of war by controlling the prices of necessities like bread. So, what happened in the early decades of industrialization means when in the starting stage of industrialization, the new political ideas of French Revolution were spreading simultaneously. So people could take mass actions like protest with the help of the movements for liberty, equality and fraternity. So these movements helped in the creation of democratic institutions, so like the French parliamentary assemblies of the 1970s. So they also reduced the difficulties of war by controlling the prices of necessities like bread. So what did they do to reduce the difficulties in war? They also controlled the prices of necessities like bread. So industrialization also deeply troubled artisans and intellectuals. Human values associated with agriculture or craft production and community life of villages were lost. The focus was on reason, science and technology rather than feelings and emotions. The impact of large scale industrialization and poverty of the working people left a deep mark on the minds of the people. Some of them studied economics and social history to understand the challenges of industrialization. Others turned to poetry and art for inspiration for alternative virtues. So, industrialization also deeply troubled artisans and intellectuals. So not only, I told you, these factories has a lot of impact on the artisans. So this industrialization also deeply troubled artisans and intellectuals. So human values associated with agriculture or craft production and community life of village were lost. So values for agriculture, craft production, community life, these all were lost when industrialization was introduced, when started. So the focus was only on reason, science and technology, but they didn't focus on feelings and emotions. So the impact of large scale industrialization and poverty of the working people left a deep mark on the minds of the people. So as this large scale, the impact of this large scale industrialization left what? Poverty of the working people left a mark on everyone's mind. So some of them studied economics and social history to understand the challenges of industrialization. So what some people has did, they have studied economics and social history. Why? To understand the challenges of industrialization. And some others, what did they do? They turned to poetry and art for inspiration for alternative virtues. So students, I think till here you have understood the lesson. If you have any doubts, you can message me, and we'll be completing the remaining part of the lesson in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.